Alright, okay, so you were asking about Graf's secondaries.
Yes.
Okay, so here's how it goes. They did buff the secondary range. So on the artillery, you now have the 105mm guns reaching out to 7.5 kilometers, give or take. 1200 damage, 5.5% fire, reload time 3.4 seconds. Those are the turrets on the superstructure. You also have the casemated 150mm guns. Now, you get 8 of these aside, 7.5 kilometers range again, and again they fire high X. Now, the problem is the skill build.
Absolutely.
Because, believe me, without some significant skills, these guys are basically out of their skulls on schnapps, can't hit anything. A couple of nights ago, I had a Shiratsu at 2 kilometers on 200 health. Guess what? It survived. They needed one hit, and they could not manage it. Luckily, neither could the Shiratsu before we capped out and won. So, bear in mind that at the moment, Graf's got no torpedo bombers, so this kind of changes her skill build a little. Your core skills are still the same, so aircraft servicing expert at tier 1, 10% off your service time, 5% HP, why wouldn't you? Dogfighting experts pointless at tier 1 because your fighters are tier 8 rather than tier 7, so they won't benefit, they'll only ever see tier 8 or tier 7 fighters. Tier 2, you've got expert rear gunner, boost up the Stukas by about 0.3 DPS. It's pretty pathetic, but hey, every little helps. And at tier 3, you've got emergency takeoff, because there's no point taking torpedo armament expertise. I mean, no torpedo bombers. Why would you? Tier 4, the no-brainer is their supremacy. Then you go back. You've got 9 points left, so you can get manual control of secondaries. You can get, potentially, basic fire training, and that leaves you with 1 point over. Now, I must admit, I would quite like to see the 109s kept with the same stats but notched down to tier 7 so that there's actually a point to giving them dogfighting expert. That would put them pretty much on a par with Enterprise's fighters. And of course, Enterprise gets more fighters, so that might even out the fact that Graf is right now the single worst air-to-air performer at tier 8, at least as far as the numbers go. I'm honestly amazed that Lexington didn't just smack me into the ground and hammer me out of existence. So, go again?
Sure thing.
Okay, ready it up, pick your ship.
Let's go. I need credits, so let's slap a flag on this thing. Let's earn a few credits.
Here's irony.
Yeah.
Let's go. So, what's the matchmaker going to give us this time?
Please be top tier, please be top tier.
What horrors, what fresh unholiness is going to be...
Well, you've got Shikaki to deal with, so...
That's not the worst problem. Look at the cruisers.
I'm sorry.
This is gonna hurt.
Double Kutuzov Atlanta.
A double Kutuzov, and a Chapayev and 2 Kutuzovs, and they're all divvied up. And the Russians are clanned.
Hey, at least there's a Queen Liz in testing right now.
Yeah. Helgi, by the way, that's a super test clan, so don't ask him anything about it. He won't be...
Yeah.
The super testers, I believe, under a somewhat stricter NDA than the community contributors. We're not allowed to talk about those at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm not even allowed to show you them. I can't hide the fact they're in my port, but I can talk about Nelson, I can show you Nelson, all the others, verboten.
Mm-hmm.
So, you actually have an advantage there over me, even if you don't get to play with the ship. Anyhow, yes. Fighter 1 up, Fighter 2 up, bombers stacked and ready to go. Yeah, but no, Queen Elizabeth, no, I must say nothing. Not a word further must pass my lips about Warspite's bigger sister.
Yep.
Yes, Judge, your respects are indeed appreciated. This... Well, if nothing else, I can probably... I have abs. 9999999. Yes, no. Mind you, I'm probably not going to get a choice because there are so many cruisers in this game. I'm going to have to get close to something. And unfortunately, the battleships are the principal targets here. So let's go find where these zones of death are to be found when the planes start basically falling out of the sky. 4, 5, 6. Oh,
If you can find the Fuso and Gneisenau, you'll have a field day.
Well, there's the Fuso, and it's right behind the flat screen. I need to get Group 3 out of there now, along with Group 2. And that Shokaku, yeah, that's either a 222 or it's air supremacy. Jink away. Set 3, break. On the other hand, their Shokaku is just as new. He has got air supremacy. That implies a relatively novice captain. Group 2, loop back and take. Group 3, break away. Strafe his torpedo bombers. Actually killing some bombers would be welcome, Group 3, if you wouldn't mind. And then recommit to the next strafe. Haha, got you. What the hell is Group 4 doing over here? Group 2 is also committed. Break them away and strafe them. Group 3 is out of ammo, and Group 2 likewise. Group 4, however, have served as excellent bait, clearing Groups 5 and 6 to back away. Unfortunately, you remember all those anti-air cruisers?
Yep.
They're running close escort on the Fuso and the Tirpitz.
God damn it.
To put it mildly, they have, however, left the Gneisenau uncovered.
Ooh.
Which is most obliging of them, excuse me. 5 and 6 just need to swing over. We can hopefully persuade everybody to come and say hi. Unfortunately, that misclick earlier has cost me well, it took Group 4 out of position. Group 6 and Group 5 committing. 0 death. In case you hadn't noticed, all my fighters have been shot down. Woof. Now, if Group 5 can repeat. There we go. Not going to be quite so good. Okay, maybe it is going to be as good.
Ooh.
Scratch one.
I've got
Nice.
some British up my butt.
Group 2 can get going again. Dive bombs are actually coming in. I don't think they realise I've got my defensive AA going. They do now. Enemy fighters are too busy running to do anything, and Group 3 is ready to relaunch. Group 4, yeah. As I say, this thing will basically bully any battleship up to Tier 8. Once you get into Tier 9 and 10, it gets a bit more dodgy. Now, who's next? The Atlanta and most of the cruisers are over in the northeast, so I don't want to go over there. There's North Carolina that's gone bow on. Ha. The fool. The fool is bow on and reversing. Shall we teach him a lesson? Once we've run this fighter squadron down.
Almost took out the Atlanta for you.
Oh, goody. Well, quit the almost bit and get to the actually taking out the Atlanta.
I will work on it.
That would be much appreciated. Okay, pull the fighters back. We've chased them directly over the North Carolina, but that's fine. He's retrieving them as fast as he can. 4, 5, and 6 are still stacking. So that's going to take a little while to coordinate.
Atlanta down.
Excellent. Good. Yeah.
Although I might have an Akarski talking me any second.
1 second, I'm going to see if I can get some fighters over to provide spotting for you. His fighters are distracted, so I think I can spare the aircraft for the moment.
Margie, wait, where are you going? Margie, Bismarck, where are you going?
I think they've realised just what's coming around that corner.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, I don't know that were those torpedoes on widespread.
No, that's narrow.
All right. Also straight on the nose. Right. Okay. His fighters have found their courage. I need to pull Group 3 over to cover that. And run intercept. Tie his bombers up on there. And change of plan. Forget the North Carolina. I'm going to take out that Bismarck before it flanks you. Group 2 are committed. Group 3 are in a good position to intercept. I'm to split my attention about 3 ways at once, as is usual with carrier driving. Right, that should take care of the worst of the torpedo bombers. 4, 5, and 6 committed, but he is... Yeah, that Shokaku driver is either very new or isn't reading his mini-map, because he would have seen my bombers were unescorted. Now, hello, Biscuit. Let's see if you're any tougher than your little sister. Boink. 4 and 6 circle. Nope, she isn't.
Okay, I appear to have some Chicago fighters positioned over me for a brief second. Now they're gone.
Well, that was a mistake on their part, wasn't it? With
Just-
only 2,000 damage on that one. Targeting Biscuit. 3 hits, 8,000 damage. Bad angle. That actually illustrates a good point about AP bombs in general. If you are even 10-15 degrees off, your damage potential drops through the floor. Because bombs start hitting the water instead.
Oh, Bismarck, you need to die now. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, don't set me on fire with those last lingering secondaries. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, how long can I survive versus a Tirpitz?
Well, if you can manage the next 2 to 3 minutes, because I think he's going to be more looking at the broadside armor behind you.
I hope so.
That's a far juicier target. It's very noble of him to sacrifice his hull for your protection.
It's not working.
It's not working, is it?
Oh, 6k right through the front. No, I'm not going to survive long enough for the heal.
Well,
Unless I get lucky detonation.
F will be pressed.
Oh god. Dispersion today. It's not my friend.
No, it's not. Also, can I point out that if you back up any further, you are going to find yourself in front of a facade in North Carolina.
Yeah, I'm getting it. Just hoping he's not that good of an aim. Nope.
No, turns out
Straight in the superstructure.
he was... Well, that was all it needed, really. Okay, now let's get the scouting going again, because we've got to find that Akatsuki. And right now, that's all the fighters are good for at the moment. Aha, there we go. Found the lady. And in fact, we'll put both fighter squadrons over her, just because there's really nothing else to aim at. So, Tirpitz or Fuso? We'll start with the Fuso. I think that's the more immediate threat. Also closer and easier to engage, and I might be able to nail her with 1 squadron. Okay, come on. Oh, change of plan. Is that Mayhan's torpedoes going to hit? Because I really don't want to waste a...
2 hit,
right.
I think.
Right, have Group 4 finish the job. Boom. Retrieve Group 4, set 5 and 6 to follow on and catch the North Carolina.
Our victory is in sight. Taking fire. Taking fire.
Okay, set the run. There we go. Right, let's see how this works out. Commit 1, commit 2. Yeah, 15,000 damage, but I lost most of Group 5. I'm probably going to lose them entirely on the way out. Yeah, lost Group 5 on the way out. Yes, Cap C, those secondaries are there for a reason. Well, as soon as I can get her turned around, I will endeavour to Cap C. After all, it's the Mayhan's not too inclined to try at the moment, so we'll just set course. Course is laid for point C. There we go. Full speed ahead. I'm tempted to say we should Anschluss C, but that might be in bad taste. But I've just said it anyway, so it is in fact too late. Group 4 back in the air. Group 2 and Group 3 keep an eye on this Akatsuki.
Group 2, awaiting instructions. Standing by for instructions. Over.
And in fact retrieve Group 3 to rearm.
Turning. Group 2, awaiting instructions. Group 4, airborne. Awaiting instructions.
Okay. Well, I'm running out of things to shoot at the moment, so let's try these bombs against a Russian cruiser. That Chapayev's on its own after all.
Ready for takeoff.
Yep.
We can stack 5 and 6 to finish off North Carolina if we have to. Fiji has smoked against a Chapayev. That's
Questionable.
questionable, yes, on less than 3,000 health, but he's angled and he's backing up, so I think it's as much to buy him a few seconds as it is anything else. Right, what's the deck armor on a Chapayev? I cannot for the life of me remember.
Neither can I.
That's right, we're about to find out if it's more than 35mm. North Carolina's gone down. He's got defensive fire, so...
Or we won't.
Positioned. No, we won't. So, yes, as bad ideas go, that was one of them.
Could have been worse. You could have gone for a Kozov.
At this point, that's the only other thing there is left to shoot.
True.
My choices are the Chapayev, the Kutuzov that's hiding over to the east, or the Akatsuki, which is definitely a bad target. So, as options go, I ain't got very many left. Also, Group 2 just got shot down, so there go my fighters. Oh well.
For the record, Chapayev's citadel deck is 50mm.
Ah, well, it's not going to matter now,
Awaiting instructions.
because the map is about to go end, and there we go, 990 to 0. Enemy are out, and we have won again. Yay! So, yeah, 30 bomb hits, 19 aircraft shot down, which
Why am I third?
could have been worse, and yep, you're third again.
Why? I did nothing.
You anchored most of a flank and did a lot... Well, how much damage did you do?
How much was that, actually? 77.
Well, I did 112.
To be fair, I did nuke in Atlanta. That might be it.
Yes, that's probably why. I did... Well, I nuked a Gneisenau. Most of a Gneisenau.